Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon, not here with Geeky Sparkles in this video, but she is out and about, so you're stuck with me today. Anyway, we're going to talk about Marvel Comics. Marvel Comics and another potential PR blunder. Very interesting. Marvel Comics is teaming up with Pfizer to put out a comic book promoting the virtue of Pfizer branded COVID-19 vaccines. This is a very, hey there, fellow kids, kind of a thing. Hey there, fellow kids, did you get your vax yet? So we're going to talk about this situation. There's a lot of pushback. There's a lot of pushback on this. Now, I want to disclaim this video before I get into it because I have to because that's YouTube. That's how they are. I am not going to use this opportunity to give my personal opinions on the vaccine, Pfizer or otherwise. I am just a YouTuber and a comic book artist and a guy who runs a couple of businesses. And yeah, I'm not a doctor. I gotta say that because that's the way YouTube works, right? That being said, it is curious that they are using Marvel Comics characters to promote pharmaceutical products these days. But, this might actually show the state of Marvel right now. They're so hard up for cash that they'll basically do an infomercial. And they've been doing this for years. Like, I want to be clear. This isn't anything new. Power Pack was doing anti-drug PSAs. But, I mean, look, going back to the 1980s, they used to hand these books out to kids at school, for Tandy brand computers. Remember Tandy computers? Does anybody remember Tandy computers? Yeah, I don't think there's is there a thriving Tandy emulation scene? I don't know if there is. Why don't you see the Tandy mini console come out like you do with the Commodore or whatever? But yeah, so they were pushing Tandy computers, of course, Hostess and Twinkies and cupcakes and fruit pies. Marvel and DC were doing it. So guarantee you, this isn't, I don't think so much a political thing as it is a financial thing. And we know that Pfizer profited greatly off of the pandemic. Your misery is their gain, right? And they did. They made record profits. Can't imagine why. But now they're pushing their pharmaceutical products and comic books, which is interesting because just a couple of years ago, Marvel did one of these with Northrop Grumman. And Northrop Grumman, of course, a defense contractor, and there was so much backlash. And that was in October, too. That was right before New York Comic Con. But there was all kinds of backlash, and they're like, it was supposed to be about STEM, which, again, was a right thinking concept, but they had Northrop Grumman sponsoring this comic, and they wound up canceling it. So I don't think they're going to cancel this one, though. Yeah, I don't think they're going to. So we'll talk about everyday heroes. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 276,000 subs. Thank you so much for the support. If you want to support us further, go pre-order a copy of Crimson Wren. That's our latest crowdfunder. It is a throwback to 1980s style adventure comics, story by Geeky and myself, art by the amazingly talented Jose Garcia. This is the kind of cartoon we would make if we were given millions of dollars to do it. But here we go, guys. It is in comic form. Check it out. We're very proud of it, and it's pretty much done. It just we have to finish lettering it, and it'll be off to the printers. It's going to be in demand for a couple of weeks now. And I guarantee you, there's no product placement for anything, let alone pharmaceutical, products. But here, you can actually read the comic online. You can read the comic online. So yeah, this is let's talk about a little bit. Her shoes don't look right. Her body doesn't look right. This is Marvel. This does not look right. Anyway, let's talk about the story behind it, and then we'll take a look at a couple of pages here and see just how bad it actually is. Got to give a hat tip to Mr. Milo. He put the article out on clownshishtv.com, which people need to know about. Clownshishtv.com, objective pop culture news. We're trying to build a site like the geek sites that existed 10, 15 years ago. Marvel Comics promotes Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, a new comic book. There's backlash. They've teamed up with Pfizer and BioNTech to produce a brand new Avengers comic called Avengers Everyday Heroes, which serves as a way to help promote their COVID-19 vaccine, I'm sure. Now, remember when we were kind of anti, just saying, just putting it out there. Other people have put that out there too, but at least it's not Tandy computers. Am I right? So apparently, the story sees Marvel villain Ultron wreaking havoc on the city as the Avengers fight him off. Meanwhile, a group of patients at a hospital compare how Ultron keeps coming back to how the COVID-19 virus also keeps coming back. They claim that if you keep up on your vaccinations, you'll be able to beat back the virus, just like how the Avengers beat back Ultron. So COVID-19 is Ultron. And if you want to stop Ultron, you will take the Pfizer branded treatment to stop Ultron. Now, here's the thing. Suffice to say, vaccination and anti-vaccination, the pros and the cons, and all of that has become a very hot topic in America. And Marvel Comics has been accused of pandering to one side of the aisle over the other. And during these unprecedented times, putting out a comic like this isn't really going to do a whole lot to endear you to the side of the aisle that maybe wants to be apolitical, maybe doesn't agree necessarily with this. As far as I'm aware, I think most places at this point have completely dropped all vaccine mandates because it doesn't, and it's not controversial to say, it doesn't stop the spread. Because I know a lot of people that were vaccinated that got sick over the summer. Our family got sick over the summer. We avoided COVID for 2 years and we got sick, We know that it doesn't stop the spread, doesn't stop you from getting it. We could debate as to whether or not it, mitigates symptoms, which it might do. I don't know. I have no idea. It might not. That being said, it is a hot topic right now. And, it's not someplace I would want to go. I'd be like, hey, yeah, let's get as many people to buy our comics as possible. Let's push for vaccination. But, freaking Sesame Street's doing it. Sesame Street's pushing for vaccination and also being sued for discrimination against black kids. So it's like, go freaking figure. But let's look at some of the backlash here. So this is the original tweet. Then we'll go look at a couple pages of this comic. When Ultron wreaks havoc, the Avengers act as the first line of defense. They're like the vaccine. Staying up to date with COVID vaccinations. Head on over to Pfizer. Get a first look at this comic book. Oh, God. No surprise you made another Trojan horse. We got, now we're going to see, Neurotic in here and, some other people. We're going to go down with it. It's not just the YouTubers, the controversial YouTubers. There are a lot of normies that are like, what the actual hell is going on here? So we got Neurotic. Is there an opioid settlement variant cover? Y'all should have deleted this. That would require them to have shame and guilt. They hid the replies. Yes, apparently, according to Mr. Milo, they hid the replies. Drug companies funding comics. Reality has really jumped the shark. Good job on making Marvel Comics officially uncool. They haven't been cool in years, dude. Where have you been? Vax damage is more than 7% in your group. Okay, this is his opinion. I can't prove that. I can't deny it. But I think that there are some issues. There are some issues. Almost as cringe as, well, conspiracy theories and science and human brain, whatever. Go F yourselves. Good thing I've always been team villain. Y'all using Marvel to promote y'all. Nah, there's a reach for real. Yes, protect others with a thing that even your own internal study shows is less effective than just washing your hands. Remember when comics were awesome? It's been a while, dude. It's been a while. 0 days without nonsense. This is not healthy. Will the Avengers be more effective than the vax? Oh, F you, Pfizer. Indeed, Marvel. Nice hidden replies. Bet your mom is proud of you. Social media intern. Requires no vaccination to read the Ripaverse. Which of your genius marketing team members thought of this brilliant campaign? Marvel heroes read the 31 pages of the Pfizer doc adverse effects. Thanos was right. It goes on. It goes on. It goes on. And on and on and on. So here's the thing. Now is probably, like, look, if you're trying to get kids to get, is there anybody on the planet who doesn't know that there's a vaccine available and who hasn't been forced to endure endless PSAs about getting vaccinated, or people that haven't been harassed by their doctors or their workplaces to be vaccinated? Does Marvel Comics really think that their comic book, which nobody effing reads, kids aren't reading it unless they're giving this shit out at school, which they might be doing. Hey, again, back in the day, they gave away Tandy computer comics. They might be giving this away, but this isn't going to be the thing that makes somebody take the vaccine after it's been out for, what are we going on, 2 years now? I think everybody who wanted it got it, and everybody who's against it, this comic book is not going to change their minds. I'm just saying. So this was all about the money. This is basically an advertorial. And look, comic book publishers do it. I've seen, DC Comics, just when HBO Max launched, because it was part of the same company, they put a promotional comic out. I've seen car commercials, comics that were car commercials, basically, and all this crazy stuff. But, oh, look, it's like Comixology. When Comixology didn't completely suck. Get your vaccines here. Ultron's coming. Oh, no. Here's who to blame, I guess, right? Here's who to blame. Special thanks to Pfizer for paying for this comic. Breaking news, it's Ultron. So it's 6 blocks from here. Ultron's going to get us. Don't worry, Captain Marvel. Oh, fuck. Don't worry, Captain Marvel will protect us. That's right, just like the Avengers have done so many times before. Ultron keeps coming back, keeps changing and evolving, so the Avengers keep adapting and re-strategizing, and they knock him back again. I'm awake. I'm ready for battle, guys. Back then, people didn't know much about Ultron, did they? At first, people weren't prepared, and he just wreaked havoc on their lives. You're right. They relied on decades of experience, along with some new innovations. What the hell? They use their combined strength. Okay, we're getting to the punchline. Remember Chick tracks? Are they still a thing? This is basically a Chick track. They use new tools to help? Yes, I think so. Another robot that first time. Grandpa, how do you know so much about the Avengers? It's a good question. You see, I missed something. You see, what do you see? Whoa. Okay. There's a thing. Avengers are going to protect us. And Ultron. So Ultron's the virus. Let's get to the point. I remember the Avengers were fighting, and the plan was a lot of hard work, but so strategic and innovative. The Avengers truly outdid themselves. Thor, god of mRNA. It involved an energy shield. And I got some vibranium. They got some vibranium and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And space. The art's not bad. God, I wish, the art in the interior wasn't that great. This actually isn't terrible. And I wish more Marvel Comics actually look this good now, but I guess they're not getting those Pfizer bucks. They're not getting the Pfizer bucks. Boom, they're watching stuff get blown up. This book is like 2 years late. Is that Marvel's thing now? Iron Man's coming with something. Iron Man invented the mRNA. Massive development. They turned the tide. The Avengers turned the tide. Oh, God. So you have to adapt. Just like new information, research and new information. I'm trying not to get too many word balloons. Look. Hey, it's Iron Man. Be sure to drink your Ovaltine. God, help protect us. We're just getting started. I know Iron Man. I was okay. Then we got wow, there's a lot of Ultrons there. The art's actually not bad though. Why is it? You could have, like, don't the normal Marvel comics look this good now? This is crazy. So it's just like the vaccine. You know, Ultron's just like COVID. So just tell people that lost loved ones to COVID that it was just tiny little robots inside of them that you ready for your shot? The Avengers are doing their part to help keep us safe. Now it's time for us to do ours. Damn shame it doesn't actually prevent transmission though. No, whatever. Just staying up to date with your vaccinations. I got my shot. I'm just like Iron Man. The end. And also buy a Tandy computer at Radio Shack. There you go, guys. This is the modern equivalent, I guess, of the Hostess cupcakes. Hey, they're not very good for you either. I'm just saying. I'm gonna wrap this up. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. Is this peak cringe or are they right? You know, what's YouTube allow me to say? I got opinions. Let's just put it that way. I got opinions on this. Yeah, whatever. I'm gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We'll talk later.